Alrighty, this is Stacy with LoveThatBug.blogspot.com. Today's video is going to be about glue, like a glue review or glue 101. I'm often asked what kind of glue I use as far as my wet glue, and today I will answer that question for you and show you a different, more varieties of other kinds of glue, whether it be a wet glue or a tape glue. Alright, so the first question I get asked, like I said, is what kind of glue I use. It looks like this, minus the glue inside. It is made by Scotch. It comes in two colors, a red cap or a purple cap. They are both the same exact glue minus the name. This one is called Scotch Scrapbooker's Glue with two-way applicator. This one is called Scotch Glue with two-way applicator. They're both photo-safe, non-toxic, all that good stuff, and they're the same price. They are $5.88 at my local Walmart and $5.99 at your local Joann's or Michael's. Now, the reason I like the glue is, one, it's refillable, and I'll get to that in a second. The other reason is because of the dual tip. It has a dauber end, like a sponge applicator, and a pointy end on this side. I'm going to demonstrate the dauber end. Okay, open it up. It looks like that. Okay, now all you do is you just squeeze the glue to get to the dauber. Once the dauber is wet, and normally when I'm using my glue, if I'm not using it rather, I will store it like this, so my dauber end is down, so all of my glue is down at the bottom, kind of like when you store your stickles, that kind of thing. Okay, so just gently squeeze on that and then apply your glue just by rubbing it on there, and you can see I get a nice even coat of glue. It dries in about, it says 5 minutes, I think maybe 3 to 5 minutes, and that's another reason I like the glue a lot, because I have that wiggle room. Like if I'm using this for a die cut, I don't get it lined up perfectly. That drying time allows me to wiggle it around to get it lined up without tearing the paper. The other end is this kind of tip, and I will show you that here on this side. And again, you just gently squeeze it, and it comes out. Okay, now hopefully you can see that line of glue, and you can control how thick or how thin you want that line to be. The only tricky part here is with this end, in your cap, there's a little groove in there that you have to line that tip in there perfectly. And sometimes it can be finicky, but other than that, it's a really good glue. Now, as I mentioned, I do refill it. Like here, like all times, Walmart may not have this, or I can't get to Joann's or Michael's because they're about a half hour from where I live, so I may run out of this glue. And I love the applicator, so what I do is I just buy this Elmer's glue. This is called Elmer's Craft Bond Flexible Dual Tip Glue Pen. Looks like that at Walmart. I think it's about maybe $2.88, maybe $2 or $3 for the glue. And they're not, I don't like the container, but I do like the glue. To me, glue is glue. As long as it's white, wet, and dries and bonds things, it works. So I just take this glue and I refill my little container. This is my refill container. So all I do, I'm going to actually use it on this one, the cleaner one. You just unscrew where your dauber is, unscrew this cap here. I'm going to get glue all over me. And then there you go. It leaves an opening, and I just squirt the other glue inside. Okay, because again, to me, glue is glue. And I love my little applicator. Okay, I'm going to undo that. Now with this glue, I will show you why I don't like this glue. There's a few reasons actually. The bottle is one. Let me get a wipey here and wipe this off so you can kind of see how this works. Now this end, you can see, is like a rubberized end. Okay, like that. It has a one center hole where your glue comes out, and it's kind of hard to get the glue out. Like I said, the plastic here is kind of hard to squeeze, so you really can't control the amount of glue. To where this one is a lot easier. This is more of a flexible tubing, so it's a lot easier to work with. So here, I'm going to get the glue going just by squeezing, and I really can't squeeze it with just my two fingers. Believe it or not, I have to use it like a clinch motion, like a fist, to get the glue on there. Let me get a glob of glue. There we go. And I'm just going to spread it. Okay, so it looks like that. Again, you get the even coat, but it gets globby, and just by squeezing it like this all day will be hard on your hand or your wrist, so I don't like that glue for that reason. The other end, the same idea. We have this little tip here, and again, you have to kind of squeeze it with two hands to even get the glue flowing, and because you're putting so much pressure on the glue pen, you really can't control the amount of glue that comes out, because you're gonna get a big glob. So I don't like it for that reason. But like I said, the glue is glue, so I'll just take this and refill it into this, just by opening that up and then squirting this in. And I get this, if I'm going food shopping at Walmart, I might pick up one here or there. Kind of like for my just-in-case jar, just in case I run out of this glue, I always have a backup for my container. Okay, so that is my number one wet glue. They also make a Scotch quick dry glue, which is a really good glue as well. And again, it's about $6. I think all glue is about the same ballpark, $6 price. The Scotch quick dry is a good glue. I may buy that on occasion. That glue does dry fast. That's why it's called quick dry. But I like I said, my glue, this one allows me to have that wiggle room, which I like. And plus, I'm using less glue because I have the double end. Alrighty. They also make another glue called Zip Dry. I have never used that glue, so I can't give you a review on that one. Alright, other glues I use. Oh, I'm going to mention, they also make a smaller version of that glue, if you want the cutesy kind. We got this at Walmart. This was $1.88 for the small one, and this is 0.95 ounces, so not quite an ounce. These ones are 1.6 ounces, and if I didn't mention, this was $5.88 at Walmart versus $1.88. I put them side by side here. You can kind of see the comparison. You can kind of get two of these for the same size as this one. So you figure $2 for one. So if I get two, it'd be $4, and this one's $6. So I'm getting, if I buy two of these, it's more worth for me to buy two smaller ones versus one big one. And I like it that if you never use this glue, you can buy the smaller one for $1.88 and try it out. And if you don't like it, you don't like it. If you didn't really waste anything but $2. If you do like it, then you can upgrade and get the bigger bottle. Okay? So there's that. The other wet glue I like would be the Aleene's. I love all the Aleene's glues. This is Aleene's Original Tacky Glue. The drying time for this one's about 2-3 minutes, I want to guess. And I use it for everything. I use it for adding pockets on mini albums or adding layouts, or if I'm making a layout, I'll use this glue. This glue, I haven't bought it in a long time, but my husband picked it up for me this weekend at Michael's, and today is June 2nd, 2013. He got it for me on, I want to say Saturday. I don't see a date on my receipt. Yeah, I can't see a date, but I believe it was Saturday he got me the, 6/1, so it was Saturday. No? It could have been Saturday. I guess it was Sunday. Anyway, the glue at Michael's was $1.49 for the Aleene's Tacky Glue. $1.49, which is a really good deal because you're getting 5 ounces. So anytime you can get glue for under $2, it's an awesome deal. And like I said, I use it for a lot of things. They also make Aleene's. They also make this one. And let me back up really fast. I'm sorry. Aleene's also does make the little trial size versions as well. And I got this, I want to say Michael's. I'm not even sure when I got it. And I think maybe $6, I think, for this. And this little package has this variety. Your package may be different, but this one came with 2 of the brown bottle glue I just showed you, the original tacky glue. It also came with a clear gel tacky glue, a quick dry tacky glue, and a fast grab tacky glue. And let me tell you, these two, the fast dry, the fast grab and the quick dry, they are quick. It seems like when they hit the air, they dry instantly. They dry really, really fast. So if you're looking for something that dries really, really quick, I think this even dries faster than the Scotch Quick Dry. I recommend these. And again, you can try these in the smaller bottle. And if you like them, then you can upgrade to the bigger bottle. So I like that they have a trial size. Alright, the other Aleene's I use would be this one. Aleene's Tack It Over and Over Temporary Hold. Now, if you want to use this glue for the next thing I'm going to show you, you have to make sure you get this kind. I'm going to show you there so you can see it in full. Aleene's Tack It Over and Over Temporary Hold Glue. This glue I use when I'm making my own glue dots and when I'm resticking my mats. Now, by glue dots, I'm going to show you here on this small scrap. This is an actual piece of backing from vinyl. Or any kind of sticker sheet, anything that's like glossy finish or something won't stick to it, you can use that. Whether it be a sticker sheet, maybe wax paper, maybe it didn't work. But I'm going to take the glue, and again, about $6 or so for a bottle, but you want to use a coupon. Never buy glue at a craft store full price. You would just be crazy. Take the glue and just squeeze little dots of glue onto your sheet. You can make them as big as you want. You can make them lines, okay? They're going to appear like that. You can see them. So it comes out milky, and they're going to stay dimensionalized like that. Now what I do at this point, leaving them wet and uncovered, I will stick them in a drawer to avoid any kind of dog hair. Let them dry overnight, and when they're dried, they will look like this. Okay? Now all this is a piece of sticker paper against another piece of sticker paper. So I have the 2 glossy sides facing each other so they won't stick to themselves. And I just made my own glue dots. Okay? Very simple. And I love that because I'm only paying, even if you pay $6 for the full price of this container, it's still a good deal because you can buy the Zots or the 3 or the glue dots you can buy in the roll. You get to buy the small ones, then you got to buy the medium ones, then you got to buy the extra size. Here you can make the size, any size you want, any shape you want, or as large or as small as you want, and you're only paying even $6 for the full price of the bottle. So really good idea for that one. I also use that one to restick my mats. I do have a video on YouTube. If you want the full video, I'm going to give you the rundown here really fast. take a jar with a closed lid, and then I just take a little medicine cup, one of these, and I fill it with glue, and then I pour it in my container, and then I fill it with water. So it's equal parts glue to water, 1 part water, 1 part glue. Mix them together in my jar. And I only did this one time. Okay, so I used one measuring thing like this of glue mixed with water, and that is what is left in there. Okay, so, and all I do is I leave it in my jar, take a foam brush that you can buy, for 10 cents, take that, and then apply that to your Cricut mat, or your, any kind of sticky mat that you want to be sticky again. And you use a lot less glue because you're applying it with a foam brush, and you can see it, and it dries amazingly sticky. But it takes a little while to dry. I would say 4 to 5 hours, the dry time. But like I said, I recommend it highly for resticking your mats because it's well worth it. I had the glue, this kind of glue, for about 2 years, or no, about 1 year, I'm sorry, and I maybe used 2/3 of the bottle. I used it to make the glue dots I showed you, and the little container here of the liquid glue to make your sticky mats. But this does look like milk, so a word of caution to all you moms out there who have little ones. Make sure you put this jar up high so your kids don't think it's milk. I don't want anybody drinking any glue. Alrighty? Now they also make these zig pens. I don't like these. My husband gets them for me. I don't like them. Just personal preference. I don't even know. Maybe $2-3 per pen. They come out they have a chisel tip like this one. They come out blue. If I can show you here. They come out blue like this. I'm just going to pick up blue on the camera, but if it's blue, you can let that dry, and then it becomes like a temporary or repositionable adhesive, which is good for making your envelopes, that kind of thing. But they have a number of varieties. They have a larger one which has a wide chisel. A lot of girls use that to restick their Cricut mats, and I'm sure that works as well. And then they have the smaller chisel tip here. They have one that looks like a pen. But like I said, I don't really prefer these ones. Like I said, my number one go-to glue would be my Scotch. It's like, I can't say enough good things about that glue. I love it. Alright, one last glue would be this Crystal Effects. This is made by Stampin' Up. It's called Crystal Effects. I'm sure Joann's or Michael's has their brand, maybe like a diamond glaze or a shiny thing or something. What this does, it comes out again like a milky finish. I'm going to squirt it on here so I can show it to you. It comes out like an opaque color right there, okay? And what this does, it makes your things look wet. So if you're working on a layout or a card that has like a frog on it and you want like that water effect, this will do that. It does take a lot of time to dry. I would say a good number of hours or maybe even overnight to get it completely dry. But it will go from being opaque to clear. So it gives that, like a lily pad, a wet look. So it's a really fun glue for that. And I apologize, I don't know the price of this because I don't buy it. I haven't bought it at Joann's. I think I paid, I don't know, maybe $4.99 or $5 for at Stampin' Up, but I'm not sure of the store brand, like Joann's or Michael's, so I can't give you a price on that. Other glue would be the Mod Podge. They come out, there's a matte kind, there's a glossy kind, there's like a bunch of, there's a fabric Mod Podge. I think this is again about $6 per bottle, but you want to use a coupon. I use this if I'm applying, let me look at something here, something I have here. If I'm applying paper to chipboard for my albums, I will use the Mod Podge. I just take a foam brush, put it on my paper, then put my chipboard or cardstock on the top. And again, I use that because I use a lot less glue because you're using it with a foam brush versus squirting it out. And also you can put it on here just on top of this and I'll give it like a coating, like a matte coating or a glossy, whatever one you want to use that way. So I do use Mod Podge, not as much. I normally just use the tacky glue. But Mod Podge is another good way to go. I think that's it with the wet glue. Now as far as the regular dry tape glue, I use the trusty old tape gun. You get the tape at Michael's or Joann's. This is $5.99 for 2 of them without a coupon. If you use the 40% off coupon, obviously you get it for less than that. You do get 2 rolls of the tape in here. And this tape is only to be used with this gun or any other kind of ATG gun. The ATG gun stands for Advanced Tape Glider. That's where they get the ATG. It's made by Scotch. The gun itself, I'm going to guess about $20 or so at Michael's. And it's pink, so it's a cute color for the girls out there who scrapbook. And it's a bulky and big gun. But once you use the gun, it'll be like a no-brainer. You're going to reach for this time and time again versus using the little tape runners that they have, because the tape in here, you get very little and you're just throwing away. So this is a lot more economical and maybe a bigger purchase of the price because it's $20 without a coupon and $6 for your tape. But in the long run, it is a really good deal for the 2 of those. So I can't recommend the ATG gun enough. other tape I use will be this one. This is made by Scotch. It is a permanent double-sided tape. I use this if I can't find the red tape or the score tape. Now, if you don't know what score tape or red tape is, score tape is a tape made by Score Pal. It's a very, very strong adhesive. A lot of girls use it for making mini albums or 3D objects, and the red tape is the same exact thing. The score tape, I can't find a store locally that carries it, so I normally have to get it online, to where you're paying about $5 a roll for the score tape, and then the shipping cost. So you might pay $10 for roll tape, which is just ridiculous. So this works in place of that, not as good as that, but in place of that. I did this entire album, this one right here, front to back, all my pages and everything, using 2 rolls of this. Now, we got it at Walmart. 2 rolls was $5.88, so it's a little pricey. It's a more than the Scotch or the score tape or the red tape, but like I said, if you need it in a hurry, this will work. And like I said, it comes in permanent or regular. Make sure you're using the permanent, okay? The red tape I was talking about, Craft does make one. I'm trying to find my red tape now. I can't seem to find it. Hang on. Give me 1 second here. I apologize. Thought I had everything. There we go. Okay, the red tape. Craft does make a brand. Craft's brand is called Terrifically Tacky Tape. Try saying that 3 times. Terrifically Tacky Tape by Craft. Or the Joann's version. Joann's version looks like this. It's called Thermoweb Super Tape. It's a 1/4 inch. It's a 1/4 inch by 6 yards, so you get a good amount of tape. This one is $3.99 per roll. And again, using a coupon, it's a really good deal. I just made this album, the one I just showed you a little while ago, the entire album using this red tape, and I used 1 full package and part of another one. So it goes a long way for the pack. I recommend this as well. And $4, even full price, is not a bad deal. Okay. The last one I want to show you would be the dimensionals. If I can find them. Here we go. Would be the foam tape. Okay, like if you want to add dimension to your card, you know, you can use foam tape. I buy mine from the dollar store. Okay, it just works just as well, just as sticky. They also have these foam dots. They're called foam dots, pop dots, 3D dots. There's tons of names for them. These work well. I got these 2 packages here at Walmart. They were $1.88 and they were made by EK Success. They work really good, but you can see how thick they are there. You can see the dimension on them as you roll the other way. Okay, that's how thick they are. Versus my foam tape, which is not. Okay, so if I can compare the 2 side by side there, the foam tape, or the dots probably equal 3 times the thickness of the foam tape. So if you want a lot of dimension, I'd recommend using the big foam dots. If you want little dimension, like a subtle touch of dimension, use the foam tape. But I use them both, so they work equally as well. These ones can be a little bit nitpicky because they're all perforated in their own little thingy, and sometimes they're a pain to get out. But other than that, they work really well. I think that is it as far as the tape, glue, and adhesive. One thing I recommend, if you have this red tape, if you think, okay, this is really good tape, which it is, it's a really strong tape, don't use this for like your cards or your layouts. You want to use this mainly for like a mini album or something 3D, or making something to give as a gift that's like 3D, like a little box. I'd use this tape so it doesn't fall apart. But other than that, use your ATG tape or your other tape of your choice. Anyway, guys, that is my tape review 101. Any question or anything I've showed you or used, please let me know. As always, thanks so much for watching. Have a great day, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.